Well, the Confederate war buggy got wounded. This is a gunshot right there, as a matter of fact. There you go, little light. See it? There's a hole right there. I was driving down I-75. I got my colors flying here, my sheriff's badge. And Emir trying to shoot the sheriff's badge. See that? Right there. See, remember? 16, 17, 18, 19, right? Almost got the sheriff, right? Right there. About 2 miles south of exit 350 on I-75, and a car was pulling in on from the ramp, and I know it wasn't that car. I was kind of looking over to the right because I saw this car pulling in. I says, is he coming into my lane? Is he going to go in front of me or back of me? And that's when I heard this boom. And first I thought a can of some propellant or something blew up in here and sprayed. And I says, wait a minute, let me feel back here. And I put my hand here and I can feel all little scratches and stuff, And I says, wait a minute, did this windshield just break? Because I didn't hear no shot. But then I says, well, I'll find a hole if there's some hole. This is matter of fact, it should be right in here someplace. Probably shit went through. You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to find where if it's bounced off or what, but that tells you that's a hate crime against the South. That's what that is. That's a hate crime. And posting this up on the net, and we're gonna get this, get this police reported and stuff like that. Probably gonna see about changing this out. If you can make a straight piece of plexiglass with a bar here, the coated stuff real strong, because this is a straight piece. The only part that's curved is here. If you can make these two curved parts, but then again, I could probably make the curved parts out of something else. I don't know, metal, whatever, and just keep a straight piece in the middle there. Have a slightly less visibility, but still it won't be bad. Anyway, that's what I might do. Make this out of metal or something right here, and start right from here to there with a straight piece of this stuff that you hit with a freaking shotgun or something. It won't do nothing. But yeah, that's a hate crime. That's a hate crime, and that's caused by the propaganda you get from the communist oligarchs, whatever you want to call them. Let me put it this way. Throw these words around, communist, socialist, and everything. Basically, it's a racket. It's the same deal as a real souped-up monopolistic capitalist. If you own everything, you got a lot of businesses and stuff, and you're an international company, and you own all these different corporations, the way to really go the next step up is to own a whole nation. That's really where the socialism and communism comes into being. So in a lot of ways, the most greedy capitalists get really up there. They have a lot in common with communists, and this flag is against that. That's what a lot of people don't know, and they're actually convincing a lot of people that are minorities that this flag is against them. They're using minorities. These, I guess you can call them like monopolistic capitalists, but they got a lot in common with communists. It's like they control everything. Basically, this was about individualism, freedom, and limited government. It was going to put the brakes on, everything. Whereby, they put these big spending bills, and some businesses get all the money. Basically, it's really what goes on. That's why they like to go. You get a government contract, you're freaking set for a long time. You talk about having an easy street for a long time. You get a 10-year government contract. That's why there's a lot of military spending, too. Could be infrastructure and all that other stuff. But the Confederacy was about putting the brakes on it. If you look at the Constitution, the entire Constitution, it was about limiting spending. Because the money's got to come from somewhere, and it don't come from the elitists. It comes from the people that work. So this is a people's flag. And that's why, but guys that shoot at this, most people don't. 99% don't. But, the old Confederate El Camino got wounded. But we'll see about fixing it up here. And I want to post this. And, that is definitely a hole. See that? You can't deny that's a hole. And there's a hole here now too, because some of this glass is falling out. I just put some tape over that shit. And they're shooting at this thing right here. So while I'm driving down the highway, which that's somebody was in a car, they could have got hit, right? I mean, maybe they're aiming at me. I don't know how well you can aim from a freaking car on the highway. So it wasn't a real strong weapon. It's probably a 22 or something, because I didn't hear it go off. I heard the glass break. But so just reporting this hate crime on the airwaves here. Hate crime against the South and anybody that stands for individual freedom. But that's how the big boys they're creating that environment. They're brainwashing people into that environment. So, and that's really what's going on. It's like they teach everything in school wrong. They're liars. And the big money basically controls the education system through grants. So that's another problem too. But we'll see about fixing this up. I was always afraid that window was going to break someday because of all the shit I put back in here. But didn't break because of something I did. It broke because I was driving down the highway. Some asshole didn't like this flag, and he actually took out a gun and tried to shoot it right. He shot it right there. Tried to shoot that flag, and they hit that window. And I was in the car. So that's I don't know who it is though. I don't know who it is. I have no idea. It was like just when it was just about dark, around 6:30, so I couldn't see what the fuck. I don't know where there's a lot of traffic, rush hour traffic. I don't know. So I don't know.